Waiting for it to start up, see if it gets a proper live going here. Yay, we're live. Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday the 13th. This is Sheila Bicknell, BlueWater Oracle, coming on to do a few general cards for this day and this upcoming season, upcoming weekend, upcoming full moon, all of that. So what's your energy like? Check in, take a moment, check in with yourself, with your body, with your energy, with your spirit. Take a breath, feel it. And what do you need to know? What do you need to know going into this upcoming weekend for you? What is important about it? What is important about this Friday for you? Is there anything important? Maybe it's just another Friday. Maybe there's something that feels like it resonates a little more deeply or a little more intensively today. So it's Friday the 13th, and if you're like me, maybe you've got lots of posts from your friends and colleagues about the Friday the 13th and all the different history and wisdom and mysticism and superstitions and all of this. So take what feels right and true to you. As always, it's something that I always recommend when it comes to these types of things, including readings, is take what feels right and true to you. Check in with yourself. So for me, at this point in my life, I'm not worrying about Friday the 13th. I'm celebrating it. I love the concept of 13 moons and how that is perhaps some part of this originating of this date and why it's important. I think Fridays are also related to Venus. Maybe somebody can check and confirm that with me. So isn't that beautifully powerful? Venus and 13 moons, the moon cycle that women have in their lives, especially during that reproductive phase. But it always stays with us. It's always important. So it doesn't mean that there's no value for men. It's perhaps getting them to look at things in a different way, which could be great. So Friday the 13th, let me know when you pop on, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. Let me know what you feel about this date. Is it something you pay attention to, or you just let it go and you don't worry about it, or you don't even think about it? And that's okay too. So it is also Friday. Quite often I do a Friday evening session, but I was pretty sure by this Friday evening that I was going to be snoozy. So I wanted to come on during the 13th hour of this date. So 13 hour on the 13th in my time zone. So I'm in the Montreal time zone, and it is now, it's just past the 13:13. So it's coming up to 13:13. So it's just coming up to it. So isn't that awesome to be on? Hi, Christina. Glad you're welcome. I'm just glad you made it. Sorry. I'm just going to do some general cards. I'm not doing individual readings for today, just general cards around this phase, this energy, this time. And there we go. In my time zone, we are now at 13:13 on the 13th day of the month, which is a Friday this time. Hi, Sandy. Welcome. So let me remind you that if you follow my work, you may have realized that the September card is the Love Compassion card from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer. So it's a beautiful, wonderful card to have for this season, for this part of this year. And I invite you to go and have a look at it. You can find in the link of this video, you can find the link to the video version of that reading as part of my year wheel. And it takes you directly to the September card. And you can also find it written on my website as well as somewhere here on Facebook. And if you can't find it, please let me know. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please do so as well. I didn't put it in the comments here, but I do have it in the text, the link to sign up here. And I'm going to be sending out over the next few days the written version of the September reading, just to remind everybody that that is the reading, the Love Compassion card, and how important and valuable is that for all of us. We are Friday the 13th. We're heading into a weekend. Woohoo! And then Tuesday, we have a full moon, lunar eclipse, right? A lunar eclipse coming. We're starting eclipse season from what I understand. So for some people, that's much more powerful, much more intensive. It elevates everything that we're seeing and feeling. So I don't know where people are going to see this lunar eclipse, but it's wonderful to find out about it. So, super interesting. I think it's a lunar eclipse. I know it's an eclipse. So clarify with me. I didn't double check before I came on, but I know that there's an eclipse coming. And then, of course, this is the final weekend of this season. So we're shifting seasons the following weekend. We're shifting into autumn or fall for those of us in the north, and shifting into spring for those in the southern hemisphere. And so we're wishing you well with that. If you are in my region, I am in Vaudreuil-Dorion in Quebec, Canada. I have a fall equinox event at Safe Haven in Vaudreuil-Dorion. So on the Sunday the 22nd. So it's actually on equinox. So it's going to be a beautiful afternoon connecting with a wonderful group of women. We're going to do intuitive card readings. Of course, we always have great discussions, see what wants to come up. And our topic for this equinox is harvesting hope and compassion. So I hope that you'll join us. If you want to, you can sign up at Safe Haven Forest and get all the details for that event. Let me put that in here, forest.com, and you can also find the Safe Haven page right there for the event, and that is on September 22nd afternoon. There we go, for the equinox readings. Yay! So I'm so looking forward to that. It's wonderful. We usually have a little bit of a gap in the summer where we don't do as much events, and then we get going again. So looking forward to that. So if you're in my region, if you're west, especially if you're west of the bridges, then I invite you to please come and join us for beautiful readings with a group of women. There are limited seatings, so if you want to sign up, I recommend signing up now. I know a lot of people do it last minute, and there's no problem with that, but if you want to guarantee your seat, then sign up. Let's do some cards, shall we? We're going to do general cards today, so I'm not going to do individual readings, but I invite you to listen to them and see what resonates for you, see what comes up for you. And then, of course, if you find yourself with a lot of need, questions, interests, things you're exploring or you wanting to figure out, if you have decisions to make or you want to feel more connection with your own intuition, I invite you to get in touch with me and we will do an online session. So I do most of my sessions online, and it works just as well as in person, and you get to record it, and it's wonderful. So I feel welcome to reach out. I can also do written readings as well and audio record it too. Lots of options. So the deck that wants to come out as our first card for Friday the 13th doesn't really surprise me. It is the Halloween Oracle. So for those who know me or have seen me at events, I have a whole bunch of decks. I have 9 decks of cards sitting on my desk, oracle cards as well as tarot cards. And so I intuitively allowed them to tell me which card wants to come up, which deck is the most important to connect for our first reading for today. And it is the Halloween Oracle. Okay, so here we go. So let me just show you the back of the deck. Halloween Oracle. This is by Stacey DeMarco, and it is BlueAngel Publishing. There we go. So Friday the 13th seems absolutely appropriate to get a Halloween Oracle card as our first card for Friday the 13th. So check in with yourself, breathe. What's important for you about this day? What's important for you about this upcoming weekend? Maybe the shift from summer to fall if you're in the northern hemisphere, winter to spring for those in the south. What's important about that for you? What are you looking to renew and to start growing and sprouting? What are you looking to harvest or to really set in? What are you looking to release? Lots of great options there. So the first card coming up for today is Black Cat. Well, literally, yeah. I swear on everything that this is the card that came up. Remember, 9 different decks of cards. Halloween Oracle is the one that wants to come up. And today, Friday the 13th, is the Black Cat card. Oh, it makes me laugh. So, Fortune meets opportunity is the card here. Fortune meets opportunity. And in my own membership group, the Oracle Cove, our weekly guidance has been talking a lot about opportunity, and a few other posts that I've shared have also brought up that this is a phase really of opportunity. So figuring out what's opportune for us. What is something we're learning, something we are needing to burn off, to get rid of, something to welcome in. What are our intense eyes seeing, right? The black cat with those intense yellow eyes. Fortune meets opportunity. Okay? So take a moment and see, we're going to work with the black of the black cat. We're going to work with the shadow. So take a moment and feel into yourself. What is in that deepest, most profound part of you that would like to be opened and welcomed and expressed into opportunity? Okay? What wants to come up or wants you to pay attention to that would allow that fortune meets opportunity? But sometimes it's not on the surface, or the surface has an interpretation of it that isn't always valid or valuable in the current moment because it's based on stuff from our past. Now, if it's learned stuff, if it is stuff we have grown and experienced with, then that becomes wisdom, and we use that to help translate everything else that comes up and comes into our lives. But if it's stuff that's all based on the past, then you want to bring it forward and bring it up to see, okay, what does this actually mean for me right now? Does it resonate? Does it still play? Is it still important? And a day like today, which has a lot of mysticism and magic associated with it, a lot of superstition, a lot of wisdom as well, and a lot of reminders of the power of history and how it can play and be threaded into us. This is a great card to say, bring some of the stuff out of the shadows and see, is this valid? Is this valuable? Is it something I'm not paying attention to and I need to? Or is it something that's being squashed by what is on the surface present that I tend to go into really easily, but is actually past and doesn't actually resonate, doesn't really represent my here and now and what I'm looking for? Okay, so let me know. Let me know if that makes any sense to you. Black cat, fortune meets opportunity. Now this cat, of course, also wants to come in to say, hey, you know, those of you who do have that feeling of magicalness, of mysticism, of spirit connectedness, whether it is to the earth or to higher realms or to angel connections or to witch practices, whatever it is that connects you more deeply to you and more deeply to this life you're living, this is a great opportunity to dance with it, to celebrate it, even if you're not quite sure how it looks for you. And it doesn't mean that you need to leave your life completely and jump into a whole other life. You might want to do that, but it doesn't mean you need to do that. The black cat here is saying, hey, I'm mobile. I can move. I can come in. I can come into different lives. I can be present, watching and observing, or I can just sit back and purr and hang out. It is allowing you to say, how can I bring whatever this witchiness, this mysticism, this spirituality, this connectedness as a biggest word to you, for you, and about you, how do you bring that into your current life right now? How do you allow that to come in? Hi Tara, glad you can make it. Guess what the card is for today? Black cat. Yes, of course it is. Yes. So as my group often says, you can't make this stuff up. It's super fun. We love it. So allow yourself to make big changes if you need to connect more with those aspects of yourself, or to allow those aspects to come into your life and to be part of your life and celebrate them, dance with them, recognize them, feel into them. So this is not a day of denying those parts of yourselves. No, this is rather a day to say, hey, why is this important? I'm going to take the opportunity to bring them up and in and feel them and really play with them and explore them. This is also a day where you want to pay attention to the signs. You want to pay attention. So of course, if you see a black cat out today, that would be like an extra super sign, being this Friday the 13th, and that we have the black cat card. But it doesn't always have to be that obvious, although it could be. Maybe you're going to see synchronistic numbers that you're often seeing, or you're asking for something and then a number comes up. And you can look it up in numerology, you could look it up in angel numbers and see what it means, see what the symbolism is. Maybe you could, I was part of a reading this week with Aileen Donovan and Anu Hu. I don't have her let me see what her website is, see if I can get it here, because that reading brought up colors. Let me just see if I can get it here. I don't think I can. No, I'll add it afterwards. Because she was doing a healing reading on Wednesday, and it was beautiful and wonderful, and it brought some of the synopsis brought about using colors. So maybe using black today, and acknowledge what it means. If you're wearing black, I am, acknowledge what it means. It may be partly because you just like the shirt or you like the outfit, which is fabulous. But it may also be that there's an inner meaning that says, oh, I'm going to recognize something powerful about this day. And what does that bring up to me? So the colors, but you might see certain colors that keep coming up, and you keep seeing them, and then you can work with them and allow them to give you symbols. Maybe you're going to see feathers, or you're going to see words that, you're walking along and all of a sudden there's a truck that goes by, and on the side of it is an answer to a question that you have. And you're like, how is that even possible? Synchronicity and signs and the universe speaking and working with us. So what are your signs that you see the most often? What are the symbols that you see the most often? And invite them to play with you if you want to, and invite them to bring something extra to you. All right? So those are our messages for the moment from the black cat, but we're going to continue. We're going to pull another card. All right, so black cat, our first card for Friday the 13th. I'm going to have a sip of tea. Cheers. Okay, and if anybody has a black cat, I invite you to share a picture of your cute blackness, or a black dog for that matter, I don't mind. Black pet of any sort. If you have one, please feel welcome to share a picture. Love to see them. Okay. So then here we have the Earth Magic Oracle cards. This is a next deck that wants to come out for a general reading today by Stephen Farmer, Hay House published. Okay. So in case you're just popping in, my name is Sheila Bicknell. I'm BlueWater Oracle on all of my social media and my website. And I do Oracle intuitive card readings using Oracle, tarot cards, and straight intuition, psychic connection. And I'm super happy to be on Friday the 13th in our neck of the woods, and it's in the 13th hour, so that's why I thought I would come on early today and not do an evening session. But if you're watching later on, please feel welcome. Come on in, say hello, let me know that you're watching it, and let me know what you think of the cards. So from the Earth Magic deck, our first card, Black Cat from the Halloween Oracle. Second card, we get Rain, Purification. Super interesting. Okay. So we are not having a rainy day today, which is lovely where I am. It's beautiful and bright and sunny, which you can see through the window up here. Beautiful, bright, late summer's day. But the card here is Rain, Purification. So it's a nighttime scene with our probable full moon. So we're moving towards a full moon next Tuesday with an eclipse as well. And this is a nighttime scene with a lot of rain falling, big old trees. There's a little stream or a river next to the land here, and there's other trees and blossoming plants as well. So when you are in this idea of connection that we talked about before, what is it that wants to have that purification happening for you, that wants to be cleansed? So look around your home, look around your office. I was doing some clutter clearing before. I've got a lot of papers and stuff. So I was tackling a bit of this and putting certain things away and trying to find what is there. So what is needing some purification from you for you? So if it's in your physical space, it might be clutter clearing, and you don't have to feel like you've got to do it all if it's a thing. All right? If you've got some stuff, extra stuff, pick one section and say, I'm going to do something here. And you can do it with the intention of, let me bring in opportunity that we had with that first card. Let me bring in fortune. Let me bring in purification, cleansing that we're getting with this rain card. If you can do some physical cleaning of whatever little area or big area you do, that would be great too. And then pay attention to your body, your physical body. Are you getting adequate fluid? Are you getting adequate water? It's really important. It's necessary. So if you have medical issues around fluid, then you have to be more careful. But for everybody else, in general, you need to have a good amount of water coming in. Our body is made up of water. We have a lot of water, 60 to 70% from what I understand. And we need it. It's part of our cells. It's part of our waste management system as well, which people tend to forget. It is not only hydration for hydration, it's because it helps our exchange of waste in the body, so we can purify and get rid of some of the waste products that are no longer of value to us and better outside of our body than inside. You might also want to look at purifying. Okay, is there something about my food, my nutrition, that I would benefit from eating a bit more healthfully, maybe more nutritionally, or maybe sort of cleaning it up, if you like. Less processed, less sugar, less concentrated sugar, I mean. And just allow it to give you those insights. So what is your body telling you on purification? What does it need? What's going on? Oh my goodness, no, we do not. Thank you very much. Thank you, Princess Miriam. We don't do this. Thank you. Off you go. Bye-bye. Yeah. Sorry about that. So that's just a reminder, always talk about purification. Do a little banning on the page while we're doing this. Whenever we do lives, anybody doing live readings, we usually get spam and fake profiles coming on. So if you see that, you can let me know. Otherwise, just report them as spam or fake or false. And if anybody sends you a private message, especially if they're pretending to be me, BlueWater Oracle, please let me know, because that is not me. I do not send you private messages unless we have already been in contact, and then there's a context to why I'm communicating with you. If I need to reach you, I have to find another way, because I can't reach you on my page. If I've never reached you before, it's not something that can be done. So really be careful with people offering free readings or trying to message you and become a friend because they have a reading for you. Usually not real pages, not real people. Okay? So a little extra purification happening on our page. Just do a little banning of somebody who pops in. So check in with yourself, what it needs to be purified within your physical body and also your space. And then you can go into your intentions, your thoughts, and say, all right, what in this season has shown me what's important to me, what's valuable, what I really need? And if I were to do some cleansing and some purifying on that heading into the next season, including that full moon coming up next week, and then the next season that starts the weekend after with the equinox, what would get purified? What would I release and let go of and let the rain purify, let the water wash away? And what would I welcome in, like the wisdom eyes of the black cat, that fortune meets opportunity of that card? What would I welcome in so that I have more of, I welcome more of, I feel more into that? I'm going to pull a secondary card around that topic. This one. Just give me a second, just checking in with my cards. No, okay, so not that one. We're going to go with this one. Gateway Oracle by Denise Linn. And if you're tuning in, you feel welcome to say hi. Hello, and if you're watching on replay, also feel welcome. All right, so Gateway Oracle, about the sort of purification of intentions and thoughts and looking back at our season and looking ahead. Yep, definitely a theme. Definitely a theme. So this is renewing your life. tossing that clutter off the proverbial cliff. So don't actually toss it off a cliff. That's not a good idea. But metaphorically, intentionally, take a moment on this Friday the 13th as we head into weekend and eclipse and full moon and then new season next week. Take a moment. What is cluttering? And what do I want to renew in my life? So it's renewing your life. The box that she's pushing says clutter on it. And the affirmation of this card is radiant vitality is filling my life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Okay, and we've got these beautiful blossoming trees in the back. So what do you want to blossom? Because you clear up space, you clear up energy, you clarify your intentions and your thoughts and what's in your energy. Again, you might not be able to do the whole thing. You might want to, and good on you. But if you can't do the whole thing, take one aspect. All right, on this, I would like to pay more attention to my thoughts and shift them and notice where are they coming from? Where's that history that we spoke about earlier? That's sort of sitting on the surface because it's always part of you, your past, your history. And then what's deeper that comes up with a different wisdom, or what is wisdom that's brought to you that says this is an alternative that you can work with, you can play with, and you can explore. That would be awesome. Okay? So black cat, purification, and then renewing your life. So black cat, black cat says fortune meets opportunity. Then purification, the rain card, and then renewing your life, tossing that clutter, and it says radiant vitality is filling my life. Let me see if we have another card that wants to come. I think that's going to be it. But I think I will bring in a dragon energy because I love finishing with the dragons. So if this has been helpful, of value, of interest to you, please let me know and feel welcome to invite other people to have a listen. And if, as I said before, if you would like an individual reading, please reach out. It'd be my honor and my privilege to read for you. And if you're in my area, Vaudreuil-Dorion, Quebec, Canada, feel welcome to join me for a women's event for Equinox Sunday the 22nd at Safe Haven. So you can sign up at safehavenforest.com. I've put it in the comments here. So, Fire and Water Dragon. We had this in my group on Tuesday during our live session following our weekly guidance. So it's obviously not done with us yet. So let me read what it says because it's beautiful. Fire and Water Dragon. This is from the Dragon Oracle by Diana Cooper. Enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. Let me read it again. Fire and Water Dragon enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So if you were to take the fun aspect of Friday the 13th, what does that mean for you? So if you're thinking of Friday the 13th, heading into the weekend, full moon eclipse coming, new season starting, what feels loving force about that? What feels flow about that? What feels like good change that you want to welcome in? And you're happy it's going to come in and you're opening to that opportunity. But you also want to have fun with it because that's good for you. It feels good. It nurtures you in great ways. So what is that fun aspect of today? So for me, this is part of my fun today. I'm going to do some gardening later. That's also going to be fun, connecting with the earth, feeling the earth. Spending some time with my mom outside as well is going to be lovely. But this was also a big part of my fun today and my connecting with the Friday the 13th. So I hope that's good for you as well. Remember our first card today, Black Cat, very appropriate for Friday the 13th. So I'm wishing you beautiful signs, lots of synchronicities today. May it feel magical and mystical. May it connect with you, with your deep and wondrous parts, with that wisdom that is within you, and a welcoming wisdom to come to you from all different aspects today. This is Sheila Bicknell, BlueWater Oracle, signing off for today. Until next time, I'm wishing you well. All the best and a very, very happy Friday the 13th. Ciao!